Now, people who used to perform heinous acts during elections, they are known and they will be revealed to the public one by one, because when you do something bad, you can't hide forever. In a tweet, there is a tweet that surfaced and came out to put out the person who led the UPDF to beat BOBI Wine in GULU. The tweet came out and said, "My brother Dixon, my pride is serving Uganda. Thank you for disciplining those NUP charlatans. They deserve more strokes than you offered them." And it tagged the pictures. In fact, here's the pictures. Those are the pictures. One, if a serving captain in the UPDF comes out with such a tweet, branding and political organization charlatans, you must cry for my beloved country. Because the Constitution points out that the UPDF should not be partisan. In other words, it must be in the middle, to side by the people. But I think that is being brought by the CDF being partisan. It pushes some people to also do so. Okay, how can a serving captain, according to Twitter, thank a UPDF officer for beating NUP supporters and NUP president when they were campaigning in GULU? It shows the hate that is in the country. In fact, such acts are emboldening people to act in weird ways. Ladies and gentlemen, in a big democracy, if a soldier comes out to make such a tweet, they will take him to court or dismiss him. But since we've made it a new normal where the CDF most kind of government can come out and say, "I'm going to kill this one, I'll hang this one, NUPs are rebels," that trickles down to even officers who believe in him. And to make matters worse, you see the names are similar. They are dividing the country. A UPDF officer ought not to bring that content. It is the truth. Okay? In that same tweet, even the person who beat them up told him to put the tweet down and refused the audacity. So for all those serving army officers, you should know that Uganda is our country. Don't be partisan. Governments have come and gone. There is no government that has ever been permanent. What if government changes? We have evidence on this. They will try you, because under our penal code, as a UPDF officer, it must not be partisan. And when they will try you, it won't be persecution. It will be law because you put yourself there. It is the truth. Whenever a UPDF officer comes out to be partisan, the day of reckoning is going to come, and never say that it is persecution. It will be following the law. To tell you that even BOBI Wine saw it, BOBI Wine came out in the tweet and also confirmed. He came out to say, "Regime operatives disguise themselves and commit heinous crimes against us, convinced that the world will simply move on and target and forget them. Take for instance this thug Drexon Muhimbura, a military officer under police and military protection. Muhimbura led the gang that savagely attacked and graciously wounded us during our presidential campaign in GULU last year. He thought his identity would remain a mystery forever, only for one of his fellow thugs to casually blow his cover. Muhimbura is now desperately begging for the post to be deleted. Since social media has become our public archive, let us keep these images here too. When the time is right, these are the criminals to be held accountable." That is the tweet. When BOBI Wine came out to reveal the person who beat him up, and that when time comes, they will be tried. And it is the truth. Very many people who commit crime under the disguise of supporting the regime, when that regime falls, when it's time for them being tried in court, it is not persecution. It will be following the law because you are breaking the law, and the regime you are serving may protect you. If you are a soldier, what prompted you to beat BOBI Wine when he was in GULU? Like cows and his supporters. Those things were shown on national TV. They were heinous acts. In fact, if you are forgetful, let me play with a tape.
But UPDF officers began to randomly beat people who were moving with Kyagulanyi. Kyagulanyi's private bodyguards and police officers who were deployed to guard him by the Electoral Commission shielded him as they endured the beatings. Some of them surrendered.
Tugenda.
That is the tape. So you want to tell me that during an election, a presidential candidate is blocked from campaigning, is beaten like a cow together with his supporters, and remember you're still young. If you look at that gentleman, he may not be even 40 years. The regime you are doing these heinous acts is nearing an end. It can change. Power is not absolute. The only person who has absolute power is God. We must desist to make such heinous acts. How can you beat people like goats, like a cow? Even a cow is not beaten for those who rear domestic animals. And you beat your fellow human just because he's campaigning. In a campaign season where we were supposed to campaign in GULU and you try to beat him, that was not necessary. Okay? So such people will be revealed. A commission of inquiry will be put out and they will be taken to jail. It is the truth. So for me, I pray for my beloved country, for all serving army officers to be patriotic, not to be partisan. We are tired of whenever we have to change a country, we also have to change the army. Uganda has never get on a transition. Maybe we have decided to see some light at the end of the tunnel, and now the army is being involved in politics. And involving the army in partisan politics is a risk of disaster. There is no country that has ever involved its army in partisan politics and it has been able to be stable and to prosper. That is none. If it is there, please tell me. Of course, as my opinion is truly Mr. Makinde Kabisolem and Margaret. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.